I'll be reacting to The Devil is Part Timer Season 2, Episode 12. And as viewer number 2, I'll bit like number 2. And now, without further delay, before I start my reaction, for those of you wondering, yes, I am watching it off of Crunchyroll's website. I did have an option of watching subs from an unofficial website, but since I'm so used to reacting to all the episodes of this series on Crunchyroll's website, I just decided to wait it out at least an extra 30 minutes for Crunchyroll to get the episode because I'm just used to the Crunchyroll format. And plus, it just feels weird doing all the other reactions on Crunchyroll's website, then for the last one, not doing it on Crunchyroll's website. It would just feel slightly off. But enough about that. I'll be starting my reaction to the episode in 1-0, go. I do hope this episode ends up being epic, though. Only because so far the season has been disappointing so far. But hey, maybe it can actually turn things up in the last episode. There are some anime that have saved themselves at the last episode. Some of them. Whoa! He's actually become useful. Okay. As much as season 2 has been sort of a disappointment, I gotta admit, I like how our neat boy has actually become a little bit more useful in the series. I gotta admit, I like the pouty face. The thing is, they might not have the luxuries of being able to do things cleanly, though, knowing their luck. I feel bad for that. You have to take the long route. Well, Amelia, all she has to do is just fucking fly like a badass. He is right. I mean, it depends, though. If they found what they're looking for, then the money wouldn't necessarily be a waste. Yo, once they get to Rango, they'll be fucking tired. Will they have any cinema left? Oh shit! Kind of worried for him. Oh snap! Oh, there he is. I mean, he has no right to complain with the attire he's wearing. Does he really think Amelia's gonna care about? Whoa, whoa! You know, I think he would have done that already if he would have wanted to. Okay, then. You know, it's all damn good questions. I mean, actually, might as well hear it. I mean, what you have to lose, you can choose whether to believe the information or not. Honestly, yeah. Why didn't the? Oh, shit, there was an option of an elevator. These fucking dumbasses. But you know what? This is what makes these two likable. Cool. I mean, if it can help speed things up, they might as well. Oh, that's cute. Oh, snap. Then my character, I make sure to say mushy, mushy, always with a smile to my face. I wonder if we're gonna have Chio do something in this last episode because the opening implied that she might actually do something important to the plot. Just because he didn't poison doesn't mean he can't do anything potentially dangerous with that. Finally, we're getting to the meteor questions. Honestly, I'm not gonna blame him. This whole season has been slow as shit. Amelia's sort of talking like the actual audience watching this season because for the longest time, it's like this season has been dicking around. Whoa! So does that mean she has a different father than who she thought her actual father was? Because that implies, yeah, unless she had a different father. I mean that. Oh, okay, never mind then. Oh, okay. At the very least, this things up the plot a little bit more. Okay. Oh man! Ow! Oh, is this implying our girl's gonna actually fight? You know, that actually would fit her to a T. All right, fine. Looks like this season's about to have an epic throwdown. At least I hope. Because season one sure had a dang memorable finale. Just wondering if this is going to be able to happen. Okay, Holly Dad's going to be similar because it's already like what on the near 8 minute mark. So Holly Dad's going to do anything super epic like season one finale, but if it can at least have something halfway decent, then that'd be better than nothing. Oh snap! Oh, it's pretty freaky seeing that glowy aura around her body. Oh, okay then. Let's talk about some consequences then. What the fuck? All right, finally. Oh, is she gonna take down all the opposition with like a few attacks? Because that'd be epic. Oh, never mind. I thought for a second she was gonna like unleash some kind of super overpowered move. Did they think our girl's gonna give a shit? Oh, the thing is, though, these servants are doing pretty questionable things. That shit comedy. Oh man, are the animators even trying? No, I'm serious. Are they even trying? I was at least expecting some quality of at least the level of the opening for the last episode of the season because throughout the whole season, I've been wondering, okay, if they're not going to make things look good, and at the very least, hopefully, there's say for like maybe that one episode that had a really good scene. But if they weren't not going to make things look good, I was expecting them to be coming out guns blazing for the last episode of the season. Like again, no, season one, it went guns blazing every single time there was action. Well, almost every time. Because it's been like years since I've seen season one. Hell yeah! I was love seeing him in his actual form. Yo! Fuck! Honestly, her dad did seem like a sweet dude. I mean, she can get in some closure. That's a damn good question. Look how she's questioning her revenge relationship against the Mao now. Because in about way is going to absolve Mao of his sins of his past. But at the very least, I mean, she doesn't have a lot against Mao anymore. In saying that, one of the potential downsides here is the this series has a theme of forgiveness, but now it's kind of gone when it comes to Mao and Emmy because she doesn't really have that much to hold against Mao at this point. Is he seriously asking why he's worked up? Yeah, it's actually true. At least he's self-aware with this issue. You know, as much as I loathe Ragel, he has a point. It kind of was important for Amelia to find out that her father was alive. But I mean, I has a point too. Yeah, that was damn satisfying. Oh, Okay, decent scene. Shows you how much Mao has been observant of the people in the human world, considering he's lived among them for at least a significant amount of time. Oh man. Well, it makes sense that dude is no bitch. I really do hope they don't just cut away from the fight and have the whole battle go off screen, though. That's a damn good point. Aw. See how I felt like that. So thank you. That's a damn good question. Kind of reminds me of a time skip with Alice a little bit older to see whether she accomplishes that goal. Okay, at least they didn't skip away from the fight. We got bitched the fuck out easily. Question is, would any of Aisha's attacks be able to even land on this evil fucker? Wait, what? So his avatars have that much strength? I mean, even though, yeah, the animation for this fight has been a disappointment, at the very least, they up the ante a little bit by mentioning things like he hasn't even been utilizing his actual bot in his previous encounters against Emilia and Mao, too. At the very least, though, she doesn't procrastinate on the level of Lucifer, though. Lucifer, he's got all those of issues. Okay. Finally! And they think they care about that? Oh, I thought for a second that everyone was going to kill this motherfucker. I was like, damn, she'll be killing cold blood. Hey, Emmy should shoot one of those arrows again on Gab. Hmm. Whoa, okay. At least, at the very least, the writers cover the bases. At least no one can ask, why don't they just run after him? Because it was just bounced. I have a feeling that's a bullshit. I'm assuming the mother may be too nervous to talk with her own daughter. Because that feels awfully suspicious there. All things considered. I mean, honestly, after all she does deserve a long ass nap. Yeah, I mean, still a gamble though. Hmm. Okay, at least I explained the rationale as to why she instantly didn't want to trust Emmy's mother, though. Yeah, some of that craziness off of Mao and Aisha have has rubbed off on her, and I mean that in a good way. I wonder if those are some of strong emotions from Emmy's mother. It probably was the cause. She sucks at lying. If you're gonna lie, at least look at someone straight in the face. You know? Yeah, you could even tell a friend doesn't believe that lie completely. But that's the cute thing about me, though. He's such a good fat liar. It's adorable. I like how they're hyped about the TV just really turning on. I think it's fun remembering that Emmy's Emmy's mother helped out Mal in the past. That's my guess. Oh, oh, talk about a mind fuck from out here. I'm glad they have a sequel announced for this at the very least. That explains why the animation wasn't so great. There's a lot of outsourced animation in the episode. That explains a lot. That is a lot of animators from Doctor Movie. That explains the stiffness for the episode in some shots. But in saying that, this is good setup for a season. Well, for the next few episodes. Because think about at least this isn't going to be an unresolved cliffhanger for the series. And plus, you might need it in case she's ever under danger. Okay. That's it. Uh, I mean, at least there's gonna be more though. But honestly, this season was a disappointment. Because really, I was expecting this season from that. Like, considering how mid this season's been, I was expecting this last episode of the season to like come out guns blazing, like how the Devil is a part timer in season one came out guns blazing. Because there really was no episode in this series where the animation quality was guns blazing. None of them. While in season one you had amazing episodes like the first episode, the last episode came out guns blazing. Even some of the middle ones. None of these episodes in this season felt like they popped. And for a season finale, this felt underwhelming because the animation was meh for this last episode. And that wasn't the only thing. When you break down this season to its last parts, honestly, what did this series even do? Because if you compare it to season 1, here's what we got in season 1. In season 1, we got Mao, Amelia, Lucifer, and Aisha transported to the human world in the first episode. Instantly, these two found jobs to survive. They were getting used to life, surviving the human world. Then you add them having to deal with trouble from people from their home world. That's what season 1 did. And you also had nice characters introduced to like Chiyo in season 1. Like season 1, it felt like almost every episode something important was happening. What did this fucking season do in comparison, though? Disappointingly enough, yeah, there were maybe some positives. We got introduced to Alice, but this season was disappointing because we never really got to have any bits with Amelia having a conversation with her mother. We never got to, we just barely found out that her father's alive, but it hasn't really shown her father off in like any bits of screen time in this last episode. So that's an utter fucking disappointment. And to top it all off, this season had the audacity of having like what? A 3-episode arc of nothing when they were like visiting Chiyo's family. Like literally almost nothing fucking happened. So this season spent so much time dicking around. So for this last episode to just merely be underwhelming is a fucking letdown. Yes, I understand there's going to be a sequel, which I'm guessing it's going to be called The Devil is a Part-Timer Season 3, or maybe it could just be, because it says, because I'm looking at my news note, it says it will get a sequel, but it doesn't say whether it's going to be either a Season 3, of OVA, or a movie. That's the thing. That's what makes this episode disappointing. It's like nothing really major substantially happened for this last episode. But yeah, that's why I had to rate this last episode on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional. It was okay tier. It was just a 5 out of 10. It was average. The animation was average. The story progression felt hella fucking average. But honestly, though, if we're talking about last episodes of a season, though, you just expect more considering how bad this season looked. I expected, at the very least, animation quality of the opening for this last fucking episode, considering the fact that this series, it dicked around visually every single week, save for like maybe that one episode. I was like, oh man, that one episode had a damn cool fight scene. But is this... So yeah, those are my thoughts on the episode. Average. And if I had to rate this season overall on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, this season is a 4.5 out of 10. Like this season, I was giving it the benefit of a doubt, but then this last episode of the season was an utterly major disappointment, because it's like, okay, then we have this wait from season 1 to 2 for this. This is the best they could have thought of. And yeah, that's why I have to rate the season a 4.5 out of 10, because literally this episode dicked around. And not just this episode, this whole season dicked around, because again, aside from the 3-episode arc where they were helping out Chiyo's family, yeah, It was a 3-episode arc. It started from episode 7 to 9. We also had episode number season 2, episode 6, where they were helping out. What was it? The landlord lady's one of her relatives. So literally, this season had 4 episodes of nothing but dicking around. That's what makes this season bad. You had so many meh tier episodes when season 1 set the bar so fucking high, because in season 1 it felt like none of the episodes were wasted. That's why the season was bad. It just felt like a lot of things had no weight to them. I mean, don't get me wrong, it isn't like this season is irredeemable. You still have positives. I thought, even though a lot of people hate Alice, and I'm not going to blame them, I felt like she was one of the decent characters this season, one of the decent new things, because at the very least with her, it at the very least made a lot of sequences where you had Emmy and Mao have to actually interact with each other. That was nice. It actually put Emmy in like comedically compromised position. So that's about the only one of the few positive things I can say about this season in particular. That I thought she was a ray of sunshine. Now, if people didn't like her, hey, I am not going to blame them for that. But I don't think she was the issue in this season, though, Alice. It was everything else that was an issue. Because aside from nothing happening, you also had like this potential romance between both Aisha and Emmy's friend. Maybe they could have given that focus instead of having like those 3-4 fillerish episodes. They didn't do that. They just sticked around for most of it. I mean, they could have they've honestly could have done a lot more things. Hell, it's like with all this build with Amelia's mother, they could have at least had her interact with the mother to make all this build up with Amelia's mother worth it. But nah, this season couldn't even bother doing anything substantial. That's the issue with this season. It's like there was so much potential for greatness, and this season just absolutely squanders it. That's why it isn't just the low budget that drags this season down. It's the writing that drags this season down. And a damn shame, because when I was watching season 1, nothing felt like it dragged it down. Season 1 felt like it did everything with a purpose. But yeah, that's what I thought the writing quality was meh. The only thing I can say about this season positively is that I did like how Mao's at least became a bit more self-aware that, yeah, humans do struggle. It's not enough to make the season good, but I like that. I like how Chio's becoming at least a little bit more bolder with her feelings for Mao. I do like the fact that Lucifer is becoming a little bit more useful. So it ain't like there weren't any positives from a character standpoint. There were positives. And it was nice actually getting to see Emilia and Mao's relationship explored. It was nice seeing the type of humble beginnings that Mao came from. It makes him a little bit more likable, seeing the struggle that he had to put up with as a young boy. It ain't like this episode didn't have anything relatively interesting, but damn, a lot of these positives are just outweighed by the negatives, though, because and here's one positive too. I did like how funny Chio's mother was, so I guess there is that. So and again, I thought Alice was adorable. I actually didn't mind her inclusion in the series, but sometimes it felt like this season relied too much on cuteness instead of relying on good writing. Because don't get me wrong, as much as I liked Alice, it sometimes felt like they utilized her cuteness as a crutch. Whenever the writers were struggling of doing something interesting, we'll just have Alice say something fucking cute. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm one of the few people that actually like her. But even then, sometimes it felt like they utilized her as a crutch. And that's why, from a character standpoint, I'd say that's maybe the only semi-positive thing I could say about this season, because the story writing was fucking disappointing. I can tell you that much. But at least the characters, the characters weren't forced to do anything irredeemable by the writing staff. So if season 3 can right this ship, then this season can eventually. Oh, no. Even if season 3 or the sequel is good, there's no redeeming this second season. It will be a sore spot for the Devil as a Part-Time franchise. Even if season 3 or the sequel, whatever they want to call it, ends up being great. No. I mean, I'm still going to watch the sequel, but I ain't expecting jack shit now. I ain't. And then, now that I've gone on to the writing, here are my thoughts on the animation quality. It was fucking below average. Now, at least when you compare it to season 1. How in the fuck does something... And let me check when season 1. I feel like it came out 9 years ago, but I'll check just to be sure. Yeah, 9 years ago. I didn't even need my anime list for that. I actually checked. How in the fuck does something 9 years older look way fucking better than this sequel series? That is pathetic. Fucking pathetic. And before they'll say, oh, Anime Caveman, it's a sequel. Sequels have lower budgets. No, they don't. Some of them have higher budgets. And also, back in the day, season 1 sold a fuckload. So there is no excuse for season 2 to be looking as bad as it does. I wasn't going to really talk much about it because I was at least semi-expecting this last episode to fucking deliver visually. It couldn't even do that. Not only could it not even, deliver anything satisfying from a story standpoint, they couldn't even have any visual muscle for the last episode, which makes this season a fucking letdown. So, yeah, visually, this series, it's below average. I'm just going to call it how it is. It's below average. I was willing to give them benefit of a doubt, but when they can't even do that right, it's like, damn, what the fuck? So, yeah, visuals are off. The art style obviously is a downgrade. Everyone is less detailed. Mao and Emi look fucking younger. So I got to comment on the art style. The art style. The thing is, I wouldn't have actually minded the change of art style because originally I thought the designs were going to be simplified because we were going to see a lot more fluid animation. I'll say when you had the Pokemon Sun and Moon art style, when you go from X and Y to Sun and Moon took advantage of the extra fluidity with the slightly less detailed character designs. I thought I was going to pull a Pokemon Sun and Moon before the first episode of season 2 aired, and no. They didn't even take advantage of the fact that the character designs are less detailed to make more fluid animation. So somehow this season has less detailed art and worse animation. So, wow. That's all I got to say about the visual quality. Wow. Such a big-ass fucking letdown. So, yeah, that's worse in that department. The only thing that consistently stays great is the voice acting. The voice acting from the original main cast is still amazing. So I'll give credit where credit is due. They did a kick-ass job. I thought all the new voice performers did a fantastic job too. Credit to them. And the music was on a similar level as season 1, so there is that. But I'd say overall, though, this season's a fucking disappointment. I'm going to be honest with y'all. And honestly, the original series was one of my favorite reverse isekai anime of all time. Well, shit. I'm going to have to knock it off that list unless the next sequel series really fucking delivers, because this season is a sore spot now when it comes to the Devil as a Part-Timer franchise. That's all I can say. And yeah, these are pretty much my thoughts on the season. It's a fucking disappointment. And the last episode's a damn fucking disappointment too. And yes, I know there's going to be more, but it doesn't change the fact that season 2 was a fucking disappointment. Like, even if the next season's like fucking 8 or 9 at its end caliber with great visuals, great writing, it's still not going to fix how much of a clusterfuck season 2 was. But in saying that, I will be there because, again, I did enjoy the series. Well, I enjoyed season 1. And I enjoyed some episodes of season number 2. It ain't enough to like make the whole season good, but at least there is that. But yeah, overall, I'm just meh. Like now when I watch the next series, I'm gonna go in with extremely fucking low expectations now. Because now I know to not even expect jack fucking shit from this series anymore. That's what I've learned. Because honestly, if you're wondering my expectations going into this season, my expectations were sky fucking high. Well, this season did a damn good job of fucking shattering those expectations. And not just shattering them, fucking completely burning them into the fucking ground. That's what this season fucking did. But yeah. Nah, enough about my ranting. And if you're wondering why I don't even sound angry like usual, it's because I'm just disappointed. I'm sad. That's why you don't see me angry like I was when I reacted to Rent a Girlfriend or even Love All Plays finales, because I genuinely really did love The Devil's a Part-Timer to the point it's like I'm not even gonna raise my voice in anger. I'm just sad. Fucking sad this season went out like this. But in saying that, I'll still be there to react to the sequel though. I'm gonna 99% react to it. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the last episode of the season and the season in general. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the last episode or the season in general. Hope y'all rate the video, share, comment, subscribe, and also be sure to hit the bell for notifications. And I hope y'all have a great day or night, y'all. Bye-bye.